Hello, my name's Graeme Gower, and I'm of Yarra descent from the community of Broome in Western Australia. I'm currently employed at Curtin University as project lead of the Uncountry Teacher Education program. I have been involved in Aboriginal education research for over 30 years and also have been involved in a number of large evaluations, one which involved over 260 participants. I'm currently evaluating the On-Country Teacher Education program, which has over 40 participants, and these include the Aboriginal and Island education officers themselves, school principals, and lecturing staff from Curtin University. My advice to outreach staff would include the following. First of all, you'll need to carefully think about the whole process that's involved in conducting an evaluation. This typically involves the submission of an ethics application form via your university. This process ensures that your evaluation follows correct protocols. It also ensures that the participants that you are dealing with have given their consent to participate in your study. The next part is the types of questions you wish to, that you're planning to ask. You need to carefully think about the type of data that you'd like to collect. So therefore, you need to carefully plan the questions that you will ask each participant. Depending on their age, you may want to limit your questions between 10 and 15 minutes. And you may wish to consider whether or not you conduct the interviews on an individual basis or in small groups of up to 2 to 3 students. I've found in my experience of conducting interviews with Aboriginal students in particular, they prefer to have the interviews conducted in small group situations. On the other hand, I've also found that some Aboriginal students prefer to be interviewed individually. So you'll need to find that out, but typically I've found that the types of responses and the quality of the responses are the same despite the 2 different settings. So when you're planning these questions, you may wish to trial them as well so that you ensure that the data or the type of responses that are coming back from participants are in fact the types of data that you wish to collect. So trialing is a good idea. You may want to ensure that when you are, in fact, asking questions and the responses that are coming back to you, you're not providing statements back to the students that will elicit a yes or no answer. You should follow that up with a follow-up question so that you can actually use that as a quote. Otherwise, you're actually providing your own statement for the participant, and they will only provide a yes or no answer. So be mindful of that when you're asking follow-up questions, is to in fact ask a question rather than provide a statement. So there are a number of other important aspects to developing suitable questions. I've only touched on a few today. So therefore, if you are a novice in this particular space, it's important that you approach a more experienced researcher who will actually provide some important information to you. And this will guide you through the whole process so that when you're in fact are conducting evaluations, they are going to elicit the types of information that you require. They'll be meaningful, and they will actually provide you with the answers that will hopefully provide a better outcome for the students that you're dealing with.